Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Behold, the dwelling place of God is with man. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them as their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more, neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away." And he who is seated on the throne said, "Behold, I am making all things new." And he that sat upon the throne said, "Behold, I make all things new." And he said unto me, "Write, for these words are true and faithful." And he said unto me, "It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely." And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle. The number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven, and devoured them. This prophecy raises a pressing question. When does this happen? Ezekiel describes a 7-month burial of the dead and a 7-year burning of weapons. And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Ezekiel 39 verse 12. And they shall burn them with fire 7 years. Ezekiel 39 verse 9. Such details suggest a literal event, yet no historical record exists of Israel ever undertaking such a massive cleanup. Some conclude the Gog War is still future, unfolding near the end of the tribulation and overlapping into the millennium. Others see it as symbolic, a prophetic picture of the final rebellion described in Revelation 20, when Satan is released for a little season and gathers the nations, called Gog and Magog, for one last siege against the saints. And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and fire came down from God out of heaven, and devoured them. Revelation 20 verse 9. The text, Ezekiel's prophecy. Gog rises from the north, Ezekiel 38 verse 15. God intervenes with earthquake, fire, and confusion, Ezekiel 38 verses 19 to 22. Aftermath, 7 months of burial, 7 years of burning, Ezekiel 39 verses 9 and 12. Key truth, God defends his people when human strength fails. The timeline, when does Gog strike? Premillennial view, Gog War before the millennium, cleanup overlaps into Christ's reign. Amillennial/postmillennial views, Gog War equals Gog-Magog rebellion, Revelation 20 verses 7 to 9. Tension points, literal 7-year cleanup versus symbolic completeness. Key truth, the timing is debated, but God's victory is certain. The triumph, God's glory revealed. Nations know the Lord is holy, Ezekiel 39 verse 7. Israel vindicated, land cleansed, God exalted. Key truth, every siege ends with God's triumph, not man's. Gog War, Ezekiel 38 to 39. Gog from the north, with a coalition of nations. Israel is the specific target. Aftermath, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years. Ezekiel 39 verse 9, KJV. Burial, and 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Ezekiel 39 verse 12, KJV. Armageddon, Revelation 16 verse 16. Global gathering of kings under the Antichrist. A location, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Revelation 16 verse 16, KJV. Christ returns, destroys the armies, and ushers in his reign. Distinct events, premillennial majority view. Gog war equals a northern coalition against Israel before the millennium. Armageddon equals global armies gathered in Megiddo at the end of the tribulation. Argument: Gog's aftermath, 7 years cleanup, doesn't fit Armageddon's immediate transition into Christ's reign. Gog war and Armageddon are two descriptions of the same climactic battle. Both involve massive armies, divine intervention, and God's glory revealed. Argument: Ezekiel's details could be symbolic, pointing to the same final showdown. Typological connection. Gog war foreshadows Armageddon. Ezekiel's northern siege is a type of the final global rebellion. This view allows for both a literal Gog war and Armageddon, but sees them as linked patterns. One is regional, North Coalition equals Gog. One is global, all nations equals Armageddon. Some builders say they're separate failures. Others say it's the same collapse described from two angles.